My name's Peter Brathwaite and I'm an opera singer, visual artist, writer and broadcaster, but I'm here in Oxford to research my Barbadian heritage. It's a complicated history, but I'm here to find out more. My mum's from Barbados and we're descended from both enslaved West Africans and their English enslavers. It's 1710. The Society for the Propagation of the Gospel, the Church of England's missionary arm, have acquired 2 large sugar plantations in the island of Barbados, fully stocked with enslaved Africans. The acquisition is occasioned by the death of Christopher Codrington, heir to a prominent enslaver family. The Codrington Estates in Barbados were some of the most brutal plantations. There, Africans, along with horses and cattle, were branded with the word society. It's a devastating history, and a history that's very close to me personally. My 6 times great uncle, John Brathwaite, was the manager of the Codrington Estates from 1783 to 1793. And my black ancestors, my 4 times great grandparents, Addo Brathwaite and Margaret Brathwaite, were Christianised on the Codrington Estates. The Bodleian Library's special collections hold the papers of the United Society for the Propagation of the Gospel in Foreign Parts, Codrington Papers, and it's this archive that I've been researching. I'm fortunate that there are mentions of my black ancestors in this archive, fleeting mentions, but through those mentions I'm able to visually and orally narrate their past. There's also a lot of information about my enslaver ancestors, letters, ledger books that mention them, and piecing all of this together, I've been able to make this history less abstract than it usually is. I'd also like to know whether it's possible to shift the perspective of a document's author to that of an enslaved person on the Codrington Estates. What stories of resistance are hidden in plain sight within those pages? Mischief is a word that I've come across time and time again, and it seems that mischief was simply living. It was resistance, it was agency. It was mischief when enslaved people decided that they were going to practice their own indigenous religions, that they were going to play their own music, African music, which was banned. For me personally, encountering the names of my ancestors alongside the grim reality of life on a plantation like the Codrington Estates is something that is very hard to come to terms with. But this history is complicated, and that's something that requires a duty of care, both to oneself, but also on the part of institutions like the Bodleian. There are a great many silences in this history, and something that encountering this specific archive has shown me is that it is possible to find glimpses of another story, a counter archive in fact, and that is quite exciting.